Hi, this is Gillian. I just wanted to talk a little bit today about some news with StreamYard that happened when I was out of the country. And now that I'm back, I'm trying to catch back up with everything here, there, and everywhere. And one of the things that I recently discovered is StreamYard was acquired by a different company. A couple years ago, they were acquired by Hopin, and we didn't see too many different changes as a result. But now they have been acquired by a company called Bending Spoons. And I was like, Bending Spoons? Isn't that something from the Matrix? What is this about? So let me just walk you through. So the first thing that I came across was their press release. So let's see if I can find that. There it is. Okay, so it says Bending Spoons to acquire StreamYard, leader in live streaming and video recording solutions. If you actually go to StreamYard's YouTube channel, there's actually a video from the new founder of the company. I think he's in product development actually. But anyways, he kind of talks a little bit about his excitement with Bending Spoons acquiring StreamYard, so you can at least get to know these people a little bit. So I watched that video, so that was the first time I was even aware of what this all meant. And here is the press release here that I actually went back and read and did a little homework on. And then I thought, well, who on earth is Bending Spoons? Let's learn a little bit about them. So here is Bending Spoons' website. And if I go through and I read it, I can get a sense of who they are and what they're about. They're a very young company in terms of, well, I guess they've launched in 2013. But they're a young company in terms of the makeup of the company. I believe 75% of the company is millennials. So a very interesting company. And I think it's always good to look at what their focus is. So as I look through their website, I learn a lot about, that they're obviously a big company. They're established. They have a lot of different people on board, very high tech. And first thing that I noticed was AI. So obviously AI is a big part of what they do. So I think moving forward, we can expect more AI to be incorporated into StreamYard, or at least that's what I would think. And if you go through and look, you can kind of get a feel for, they're all about, they talk about function meets gorgeous, and they're talking about just seems that they have an emphasis on things looking good. And so that's really important with live streaming. We want to make sure that our live streaming looks good and they have products that come into that. So let's just go ahead and look at their actual products so we can see what Bending Spoons does. So the first thing that I saw is they have something called Remini, which is an AI-powered photo enhancement and restoration. So that is very interesting. So again, you look at these technologies, and obviously this company must see that with StreamYard, they can incorporate maybe some of this idea and bring it in. So this kind of gives us an idea of where this could be going in the future. Again, we say AI enhancement, and if we go further down, we see that they're doing all sorts of stuff. So then in terms of traditional companies, Evernote has been around forever. And, it's a huge productivity app. It's a great app. I know a lot of people that are like Evernote gurus. They just like love Evernote. They follow Evernote. And again, you see something that it's on many platforms, App Store, Macs, Windows, all sorts of different things. Evernote's been around for a while. So again, look at the features that are with Evernote: collaboration, collaborative editing. So again, AI note cleanup. So again, you can see the direction that they're going with this, that Evernote, think of all the ideas of Evernote and what you'd use it for, how that could be maybe a part of StreamYard moving forward. They also own a product called Splice, which is actually a product I'm not familiar with, which looks to be editing suite for the mobile phone. So you can see it's on the App Store and Google Play. So I think I'll go take a look at that. And they consider it pro-grade video editing, making stunning mobile videos, and again, automatic captions. So, I'm a huge buff for you've got to include captions. So again, maybe background removal. So maybe these are some of the things that we could look forward to in the future moving forward with StreamYard. StreamYard already has an app for your guests. You can't use an app to stream yet, but maybe that's something moving forward we might see. So anyways, that is some of the technology that is behind the other products that Bending Spoons does. And so I thought probably the best thing to do if you are affiliated with StreamYard, if like me and you love their programs and you want to keep in touch with all of this, is that you might want to go over to LinkedIn and go to Bending Spoons, and you might want to follow them and get an idea of where they're going. And if we actually go through and look at their posts, you'll see that one of their posts here, where is it? Oh, they also own Meetup, which is interesting. I don't know if that's a worldwide thing or if that's just in the United States, but Meetup is a really good way of people being able to get together. So again, StreamYard's all about events, especially with their on-board webinars and events and different things. So that's interesting as well. So here is actually part of a post. See, it went up 4 weeks ago. We've officially agreed to acquire StreamYard, the leader in live streaming and video recording solutions. We're big fans of what the StreamYard team has built and excited to go all in to help accelerate it forward. So I think we're going to see some changes at StreamYard, and obviously I think that these guys are bringing some incredible technology, and let's hope that this is going to make StreamYard an even better tool. And here is where I got that bit where 3 weeks ago they had a post and it says, this is what happens when 75% of a company are millennials. One of the Remini's team's challenge is to quickly identify online trends and bring them to life within the app. It requires a keen eye and an expert understanding of generative AI and a lot of creativity. So again, this is a company with lots of young people who have embracing future technology. So I am excited, and I hope that this means all sorts of great things for StreamYard moving forward. I do hope that Dan and Gage are still going to be a part of it, because what the duck, they are StreamYard. So it would be awful if we missed our town halls and all those wonderful things they do every Sunday. So I really hope that Dan and Gage still are heavily involved in StreamYard, as is all the other StreamYard team members who give us incredible videos and all sorts of great stuff to keep us all up and moving on StreamYard and what we have next. So anyways, Bending Spoons is now the new owner of StreamYard. Hopin is no more. Hopin has hopped out, and we'll just see what this all has to do for us. Okay, just thought I'd share all this and let me know what you think about all of this.